Okay, so first 10, sorry, balance the equation, write it in words, 1 mark for balance, 1 mark for reactants, 1 mark for products. Okay, tricky ones, number 4. Okay, and so number 4 is a type of decomposition reaction. It's just not a simple one, okay, but it does break down, and you can see that oxygen ends up in all 3 products. Okay, my suggestion here would be that you probably need to start this reaction here with a 2. That would be my suggestion, okay? And from there, I would balance the nitrogens. Okay, and I think the rest are all pretty straightforward. I mean, number 7's a little bit tricky, okay, but it's not too bad. Just keep in mind that that ammonium is actually going to breaks down into ammonia, and the other hydrogen goes here to make water, similar to reaction 1 in your chemical reactions lab, so it's a lot like that one. Just keep that one in mind when you're doing that. Okay, how many nitrogens you have is important for whatever numbers needs to go in here, okay, beside the ammonia. And then, yeah, the rest I think are pretty straightforward. So it's 4 and 7 that will be the tricky balances on there. All right, for the second set of 10 questions, so that's 11 to 20, okay, you are going to be identifying the type of reaction. Sorry, let me go back to the first time something. I just thought of something. Okay, places where people lose marks when they're writing out these reactions. Roman numerals. Okay, either over-applying or under-applying, but it always, Roman numerals is always a place, okay, where people tend to lose marks. So remember when they apply in the names, okay, and make sure you apply them in the right places, okay. That would be, yeah, the big one, okay, Roman numerals. All right, so for these ones, you're going to identify the reaction type. Do that first. I can't tell you how often I have people who do this entire section perfectly, except they forget to identify all 10 reactions. That's 1 mark out of the 3 for each question. And it's the easiest mark of the 3, arguably, for each question. So please make sure you identify the reaction type and write it beside. Just, you know, synthesis or SR or whatever. Just make sure it's identified beside it so you don't lose that mark. It's the easy one. Okay? Then you are going to write a balanced chemical equation. All right? So again, 3 marks each. You're going to get 1 for the reaction type. Okay? You're going to get 1 for the reaction and 1 for it being balanced correctly. Okay? So this is one of those ones where the swaps and drops are crucial, okay, to get right. So my tip here would be swaps and drops and special elements. Okay? If you forget those or you don't do them right, you won't get the reaction written correctly and you'll lose that mark, and you won't get it balanced because you don't have it written correctly, and you'll lose 2 out of the 3 marks really quickly. Okay? So make sure you're double checking your drops and swaps when you're writing out the formulas and looking for special elements if there are any. Make sure they get the right number on. Okay? All right, so that would be the tips and hints for that one. They're all pretty much like you've done all the way along. There aren't going to be any surprises really in this one. Okay. And then for your last set of 10, so 21 to 30, okay, you are simply predicting the products and balancing the reaction. So you'll get 1 mark for each product, okay, and you will get 1 mark for the equation being balanced. Okay, so that's all you're looking at there. Okay, everybody with me on that one? And that includes for number 21, okay, even though there's only 1 product for number 21. Okay, I'm still giving 2 marks for the products and 1 mark for that equation being balanced, so okay, take advantage of that one. All right, questions on that?
Does this do at the end of class?
No, it does not due at the end of class, due next Thursday. Okay. You can, and then take a picture of it. I don't want to collect any paper. Okay, so I still want this submitted electronically. Okay, so yeah, you can do it on loose leaf, take a picture of it, and just attach the pictures and submit them in Google Classroom, or you can do it directly in the Google Doc if you want to. It's completely up to you. Okay, as long as it's submitted electronically to me and I can read it. Okay, that would be the big thing. That's fine. Any other questions? Okay, so I have a set due for next Thursday. Reason for that, I want to be able to mark it on Thursday, give it back and go through it on Friday, okay, as part of our kind of exam review, and then you have Thanksgiving weekend, and then your exam following Wednesday, right? So I want to be able to give that to you so you can use it to study for your unit exam. Okay. All right, you got the rest of class to work on that, so make good use of your time, okay? And guys, remember that this is, supposed to be your work, okay, not somebody else's. All right. I mean, if you're stuck, obviously, it's okay to talk to each other. Okay, but what I don't want to see is I'll do these 10, you do those 10, because then you're supposed to also learn something from this. Okay, if you do that, you're only going to screw yourself for the exam. Okay, by not getting the experience and practice.